There is something happening in the unseen realm, something that was never meant to touch your life, but it tried. Archangel Michael is speaking now, and his voice carries a sacred urgency. A woman, moved not by love, but by obsession and envy, has taken your image and placed it inside a book not made for prayers or peace, but for control. She believes this act grants her power over your destiny, but heaven has already intervened. This book, red in color and heavy with intent, is more than pages and ink. It's a spiritual tool, a vessel where energy is twisted, names are whispered, and futures are tampered with. She has been calling your name in secret, chanting with purpose, trying to shift the course of your life to suit her desire. But what she doesn't understand is this: you are not an ordinary soul. You are divinely guarded, protected not just by faith, but by force. You may have felt the effects: restless sleep, sudden waves of emotion, delays in things that once moved freely. These were not coincidences. They were the signs of someone pulling on your energy without your consent. But her time is up. The same forces she invited to act on your behalf are turning on her now. Every whispered word, every candle lit in secrecy, has been noted by the heavens. This woman may not be physically close to you. She could be someone you once trusted, someone who smiled while hiding envy behind her eyes. But her connection to you was never authorized in the spirit. She used a photograph as a key, but what she opened was not a gate of blessing. It was a doorway of consequence. And now that door swings both ways. The angels are already surrounding you, forming a shield no ritual can penetrate. Her actions have sparked a divine investigation. Archangel Michael says heaven does not ignore the silent cries of those whose energy is being misused. You didn't have to fight, because heaven has been fighting for you. Now the reversal begins. The manipulation she sent your way is returning to her, multiplied. The emotional heaviness she tried to cloak you in will now rest on her shoulders. Her efforts to dim your light are backfiring, and her strength is crumbling under the weight of her own intentions. Confusion will cloud her relationships. Exhaustion will creep into her days, and the very tools she used to harm you will begin to drain her spirit. You may see signs. Her name might appear unexpectedly. People may approach you with messages, visions, or dreams. These aren't accidents. They are confirmations. Spirit is pulling back the curtain so you can see clearly, not to make you angry, but to make you wise. This is your cue to protect your energy, to draw sacred boundaries, to let go of what once smiled at you while secretly wishing for your fall. She thought your silence was weakness. She didn't realize it was protection. She thought she could block your blessings, not knowing they were written long before her intentions were born. And now, her red book, the very one meant to bind your path, is becoming the very tool that will unravel hers. You are not alone in this. Your ancestors have been watching. They stood up the moment your image was used in this way. Heaven responded instantly. What was meant to cage you has become the proof of your divine identity. Archangel Michael says your name is not being chanted in circles of darkness anymore. It's being declared in realms of light. She will try once more, not out of power, but out of desperation. She'll open that book again, hoping to reverse what's falling apart, but it will be too late. That book no longer holds your energy. It reflects her own. Every time she uses it, she'll feel her intentions turning against her. It is no longer her weapon. It is her mirror. You may feel lighter. You may start to sleep more peacefully. You'll notice the heaviness fading. That's not your imagination. That's divine cleanup. Heaven has said, enough. And when heaven speaks, all things obey. You don't need to confront her. You don't need to explain. Archangel Michael is already moving on your behalf. What was hidden is being revealed. What was delayed is now being released. This is the beginning of your acceleration. What she tried to stop will now move faster than she ever imagined. She may try to return, not as herself, but in disguise. Softer words, kinder gestures, but your spirit will know. You'll feel it in your gut. This is not the time to entertain old energies that once tried to poison you. Forgiveness is sacred, but access is earned. Let her go. Let the past go. You are walking into a future too sacred to be stained. Your image may have been placed in her book, but your destiny was never in her hands. Heaven holds the scroll with your name, and every line in it is now glowing with divine favor. You are rising, you are protected, you are free, and the very thing she used to bind you has become the reason your blessings can no longer be held back. Now, step forward with confidence. Don't look over your shoulder. The battle is not yours. It never was. You are no longer fighting for your peace. You are living in it. Let her watch. Let her wonder. But don't let her in. You are covered. You are chosen. You are crowned. And the next chapter of your life, it will be written in light.